Greetings and welcome, every good people of the world. Thank you for coming to the Mad Poet Show. I am the Mad Poet. You are an audience. We are the Mad Poet Society. And here we are, doing what we do. And hopefully doing it well. Just realized I didn't have all of my stuff set, so I think I'm in good shape now. All right. What's going down in Groovetown, every people? It's kind of rocking over here. Playing my 64th album. This album is titled In This Fashion. First song was called The 11th Commandment. The 11th Commandment, of course, is don't get caught. Advice I used to give to my daughter. That song is dedicated to her. Next one. Pretty much this title sums up exactly how I feel. I was about to say every time I do a stream, but really just as I roll through life. This is just kind of my continual state of affairs. The song is called Have I Forgotten Something? You know what's awesome? Guitars. Guitars are freaking awesome. I just so totally enjoy doing this. I've been streaming for like 4 years. I think I got like, I don't know, like 7 fans or something. But this is just so much freaking fun. It really is. It's awesome. What do we got going on over here? What kind of craziness? I felt like there was something I wanted to talk about. But, hey, whatever, man. We're good. What does that say? Okay, just checking out stuff here. This one's called Talk to Me. Fun song. C minor, that one. I always like to change around my keys a bit. I don't like just playing in the same key through an entire album. So when I'm composing my albums, I'll generally put key changes in. Depending on the song, there'll be key changes right in the song, which I really enjoy, particularly on my longer pieces. Like right now, I'm writing my 68th album, Asymmetric Writings Part 4. And the Asymmetric Writings albums are always 52 minutes, 25 seconds long. It's just one song. And so it's just key changes and tempo changes and instrumentation changes all throughout the thing, because it would just be so boring to play a song almost an hour long without some dynamic information moving around inside of it. It's important. And I have heard some very long songs that are extremely boring, and I've heard some that are good. Like there's a song by Green Carnation called Light of Day, Day of Darkness. And it's just over an hour long. And it's brilliant all the way through. It is so good. I spin that about once a year or so. And very worth listening to. Put that in your ears and check it out. If you're not familiar, Green Carnation, Light of Day, Day of Darkness, so good. And then, I've heard other songs that are like, 45, 50 minutes, an hour long, and they're just boring all the way through. And it's like, you guys, you can do better than this. But, Light of Day, Day of Darkness, that's one of those just changes. And now, of course, I'm moving into what is probably the most completely standard key that we ever play heavy metal in, which is E minor. I'm talking about all my not doing everything the boring way. This is, E minor fits very, very well on a standard tuned guitar. Even if you tune down a whole step and you're playing in D minor, you're still playing physically exactly the same as if it's E minor. And it fits very well on the guitar, where other keys like F minor, which I was playing a couple songs back, you only get one open string available on your guitar. So that's a little different level of challenge there, which I really enjoy. C minor is not bad, which I just played on that last song. But each of them, when you change your keys around, and I think this is true for probably pretty much every instrument. It's certainly true on guitar, and I'm learning, now that I'm learning piano, I'm finding it's definitely true there, that you do have to look at the instrument in a different way to play in this new key, which is awesome. It's really great. So anyway, very standard heavy metal stuff here. E minor. This piece is called The Devil's Masquerade. fun playing these albums. I haven't played these for a long time. For quite a while, it was not streaming. You know, I've talked about it before. We've been working on that on Sarah's father's house and getting that ready for sale. It was just a mess, ultimately. And so, like, this album, I haven't played for at least 7 or 8 months. And it's like, I don't even know what songs are coming up. And as I hit a song, I'm like, oh, I think I remember what's going on in this. And the sheet music comes by, and I'm like, oh, no, that's right. This is that song. Oh, that's cool. I like that riff. It was kind of a fun little journey, just kind of getting back into all of this, seeing where the albums go with the improvisations and everything. And this was like this one, the next song is called Down with the Ship. I've played this many times, but I only see the first page of the music. So I know where we're starting. Then I'm like, so it starts, I see it starts out really fast. I'm like, I feel like this song has a slowdown in it shortly after the start, but I'm not sure. So this is just as much of a journey for me as it is for anyone else who's never even heard the song, because I don't remember where this is going to go. Let's find out. Let's go down with the ship. Let's first find out why my guitar's not working. That's going to be a thing. That's weird. I'm showing signal on my wireless. What's going on here, little Randy? Randy does not know what's going on. Weird. Okay, I don't know what was going on there. Let's try this again, shall we, kids? Let's see what we got. Let's get this back to where it needs to be. Oh, I know. Oh, that one. I'm dumb. All right, let's try this again. Come on, little computer. I need you to work with me. Come on. It's not cooperating. Russ Plays Games with the raid on Kick. Thank you for coming in, Russ and gang. Welcome, Raiders. Russ, I hope you had an awesome stream. How was it? I hope it was just completely amazing. So we got some new followers here. Russ Plays Games is new with the raid. Got Dracona63 with the follow. Thank you very much. Much appreciated. We've got some new people in here. For those who are not aware, I am the Mad Poet. You are an audience. We are the Mad Poet Society. Right now, we are playing my 64th album live. It is entitled In This Fashion. And also, Lil Wooly, thank you for the follow. Much appreciated. Awesome. Awesome. Haven't had a raid in a while. I'm just kind of getting back into streaming, and I was just commenting earlier, before, I think right before that song, I was commenting that I haven't played this album in like 7 or 8 months. My wife and I have been working on a house project. We had to get her father's house ready to be sold, and it just really took us out of our schedule. So I'm just getting back into streaming here over the last few weeks. It's been completely awesome. And just loving it. But it's kind of cool playing these things I haven't played in a while and just being like, okay, what am I going to do on this song? Playing Clone Hero. Very cool. Poet Can't See Well. I'm not sure if that's a reference to my sunglasses or if there's something wrong with my stream. You're wondering where I went to? Yeah, it was kind of crazy. It was kind of Sarah's project, and then she broke her toe. She dropped a table on it, and I was helping a little bit, and then all of a sudden I was helping a lot because it's like she couldn't walk. Oh, you called prophet instead of... no, hey, no worries. I've been called worse. It's okay. You can call me a prophet. You can call me a poet. You can call me, a carpenter. But you'd be wrong. I mean, I'm not. And you really don't want me building your next house. This is something we learned about ourselves. We don't want to start flipping houses for a living. Oh, you were the first. I was the first person you heard. That is super cool. Thanks very much. I've really enjoyed the Kick platform. I'm streaming out to 15 different websites currently. I'm streaming out to, and for anywhere out there that you're coming in from, thank you very much for being here. I'm streaming to Twitch, Trovo, YouTube, Picardo, Vaughn, Nemo, Rumble, Kick, DLive, LiveSpace, 2 different Facebook pages, VK, Africa.tv. I'm streaming out these days to themadpoet.net, and it's been totally awesome. I kind of like big numbers. Like I said, I'm playing my 64th album. I'm currently in the process of recording my 67th album, writing my 68th, 69th. I'm writing about 8 different albums right now. and so, yeah, I kind of like, I go complex on the setup. It's just kind of what I do. It's fun. It's fun for the kids. We're going to slow it down here a little bit. Take a breather. I am going to keep on rocking, my guy. But this is a slower piece. In fact, I think I'm going to grab a stool here. And this will be the only slower piece for the show. So if you're looking for the craziness, just stand by and it will be back. This one is called Molten Ice. All right. Got Namanjari. I'm very possibly butchering your username. Apologies. Says, what a setup. Amazing. Yeah, thank you very much. I've worked for a very long time at getting my light show and camera changes up and running, and I really enjoy the whole thing. Got to go on the front page. No questions asked. I don't know how to accomplish that, so I would love to be there. I had a comment from YouTube last night. Someone was like, "Oh, you need a bigger following." I'm like, I agree with you. I'm not great at promotion. I don't do social media and stuff, so it's kind of tough. But I mean, if I got, I probably got a dozen or so people watching over the various platforms right now, so I enjoy it. Just Neiman, okay, got it. Cool, very well. Hey, again, I appreciate everyone being here. I see we got Leandro coming in from YouTube. Thanks very much for coming back, Leandro. Great to see you again. And of course, as I've said before, if you're unfamiliar with what's going on here, I am the Mad Poet. You are an audience. We are the Mad Poet Society. Playing my 64th album tonight. It's titled In This Fashion. And no matter where you're coming in from, I appreciate you being here. You could spend your time doing anything. You chose to spend a little bit with me. And I think that's awesome. We're getting back into some C minor on this next one. This piece is called Epiphanic Moment. Oh! And I am screwing myself all up here tonight. See if I can get this right. Peanut Butter coming in from Live Space. Yes, Live Space. Welcome to the Mad Poet Show. Thank you very much. We got and I'm on the front page. Oh, cool. Neiman, thank you very much. That's friggin' awesome. Talaxuto. I don't know how to pronounce that. Mafra Editions. Don't know what that is. But welcome to the show wherever you are. Thank you very much for being here. We're just rocking out. Yeah, I got a lot of people watching all of a sudden. Thank you very much. I've got some new followers here today, some new subscribers, and so wherever you're tuning in from, thank you very much for being here. Greatly appreciate it. I do. I see I got Morris Young coming in, and yeah, much appreciated. Like I said earlier, I actually stream out to 15 different websites, and that's just good, clean fun for everybody. I'm playing my 64th album here in this fashion. And we got a few songs. We got Alex62796. Thank you very much for being here. Much appreciated. How many songs we got left here tonight? Since we got plenty of viewers, I want to keep it going. Okay, we got a few songs left here. What do we got? Oh, this is that. So I was, for the people who are just coming in, I was saying earlier that I'm just getting back into streaming over the last few weeks here, and it took a few months, probably about 5 months. I only streamed once in that 5 months, I think. So this album, I probably haven't played this for like 6 or 7 months, and so I didn't practice it beforehand or anything. I just put it on. I'm like, let's just do this. And, the guitar solos are largely improvised, so that I'm just making it up on the fly. And I got sheet music in front of me to remind me what's going on. But I'm just remembering what the last song on this is. And this is one of my favorite songs to end a show with. We got a few songs before we get there, but it's good stuff. But again, I got a couple new followers here. Looks like we got Soupji. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that correctly. Baby Jess, thank you very much for the follow. I hope you guys come back and watch my shows often. I'm definitely getting back into streaming on a fairly regular basis. I don't guarantee that I'm going to be here on any particular day, but on most days I am hoping to stream. And yeah, so I do stream to 15 websites. One of those is actually just themadpoet.net, my own website. My wife Sarah recently, she does web design stuff. And so she just recently revamped themadpoet.net, and it looks awesome. I mean, from the terrible little WordPress site that I had before. Your style reminds me of Maynard. Are you talking about Maynard Keenan from Tool, or is this perhaps a different Maynard? I'm a bit of a Tool fan. I do like Tool. I think we got the same haircut. So that's definitely there. I've had a few people point out that I got the same haircut as Joe Satriani as well. Yeah, Tool. Yeah, very cool. Thank you that's a big compliment. Thank you very much. I would not have probably seen that connection, but it's really cool when people are listening to my music and they make these kind of connections. Texas Flood right now. I'm guessing the RN is right now. It might be a Texas Flood for registered nurses. And you're probably referring to Stevie Ray Vaughan. I am such a Ray Vaughan fan. I do not know Texas Flood off the top of my head. And the way I'm set up here, as I mentioned, right now I'm playing my 64th album. The album is called In This Fashion. And so I just got that album loaded up, and all of the lights that you see, all the light moves are all set up in advance. I am considering a couple of different possibilities for some cover tune nights, and it largely comes down to whether or not I end up being happy with my singing. I've been working on my singing for a very long time, and I've done some test recordings, and I feel like I'm getting close to maybe doing some vocals on some of my albums and some of my shows, but yeah. So let's play this next song. This one's kind of rocking. This is an E Phrygian for our music theory nerds and people following along on their fiddles and their piccolos and their slide whistles. E Phrygian. This piece is called Take the Next Step. We got some more followers coming. I got 50 people on Kick watching. That is so cool. Thank you very much. Got some new followers here. Got Swan F, Grugo, Ibanez 31. I'm guessing that might be a guitar player. Of course, that is just a Spanish name as well. But I got a couple Ibanez guitars back here. Love them. Valerio 2K. And apologies if I'm butchering anyone's usernames here. Naaman RI, thank you very much for the follows. Greatly appreciated. Thank you. Got Python 1973 coming in on YouTube. Welcome back. Good to see you. And we got David Beasley. Am I reading that correctly? I need to enlarge this font here. David Beasley says, that was awesome. Also coming in from YouTube. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. Well, I've got a great crowd rocking in here tonight. Did I get another raid somewhere that I didn't see? Oh, Soup, you just gave a gifted sub. Thank you very much for the gifted sub. Greatly appreciated. Awesome sauce. We just got a killer crowd here tonight. Oh, and you guys are here at just the right time, because for those who are not familiar, not my regulars, and Swan F, I agree. Thank you very much, Soup. You greatly appreciated. We're going to do something that I do regularly that's awesome. Because, ladies and gentlemen, we have arrived at the G sharp minor portion of the show. You are welcome. This song is called The Seeds of Discord. So we've reached the last song of this album, but I've got a lot of people watching, so let me know what you think. If you guys want me to, I will just do this last song of the album. I'll load up another album and we'll just keep going. I'm thinking that we might just load up Incomprehensible Isolation, just keep this party going, because this is totally fun. Amazing Musician, thank you very much. Crazy on the Axe, again, thank you very much. I really appreciate the compliments. Swan F says it looks very easy for me. I have been playing guitar for about 40 years, about 4 decades, so it's something I have become fairly comfortable with. So it looks like I got at least one vote to load up another album after this song. We got some new followers here as well. We got Secret, thank you very much for the follow. The Best Gamer 55, thank you for the follow. Titanium Wolves, that's an awesome name, dude. And or Dudette, thank you very much. That's cool. 00ERGG, awesome. Thank you. Letters, what's up, dude? Man, just rocking here. Stunt Duty 10, also for the follow. Thank you. Oh man, I've gotten so many follows here on Kick tonight. I'm feeling so good. I'm digging it. I'm digging it. All right. Nice guitar. Oh, nice. Thank you. Yeah, this actually, I was just mentioning earlier that Sarah and I had done that fixing up her dad's house, and my payment was in instruments. She got me this new guitar and also a really nice new keyboard down below here that I'm learning to play. And so yeah, I used to have a Les Paul and it was stolen, unfortunately, so it's really nice. That was like 13 years ago or so, but it feels really good to be playing a Les Paul again. So last song of the album, looks like it's not going to be the last song of the night. This is called I like this one. Oh, you know, I gotta plug one more light in for this. There we are. That light I don't use it very often. Celtic Barbarian. Stunt Duty 10. Wook, thanks for the follow. Celtic Barbarian, cool name. Thank you for the follow very much. I may have passed 200 followers on Kick now. I wasn't far from it. It's got a bunch of followers today. So someone said I showed up on the front page of Kick or something. That is so cool. Okay, last song of the album, and then we're going to load up Incomprehensible Isolation. That's my 65th album. We're going to play through some of that, maybe all of it. This one is called The Beast Has Arrived. Your Bull, thank you very much for the follow. Thanks for coming in. Your Bull says, sick. Is this live? Yes, it is. I think someone else pointed that out. Yeah, thank you, Swan F. Thank you very much for the compliments. Really appreciate it. So that is the end of this album. We're going to load up another one here. See if I remember how the album changeover is a little wonky on this. The way my setup works is I'm running through a program called Reaper, and that runs both the music and it also connects to my sheet music and scrolls the sheet music as I'm playing, so I don't have to memorize, 66 albums worth of material, soon to be 67. And so it's a really great system. And but the sheet music program is very finicky, so I have to load it up just right and make sure that it happens in just the right order. Basically, I have to make the recording program open the sheet music program, or it will rebel against me like a teenager who's been grounded for lying. Not that any of us would ever have done something crazy like that. I'm sure we were all perfect children. I know I was. Okay, you guys are going to lose me for a moment here while I load up this next album. Shouldn't take too long. Hopefully, I'll be right back with you. Okay, I should be back. Just loaded up. Okay, now I got to get the sheet music opened up. And let's do that. And rewire. Oh, that's not gonna. Oh, okay, I know what I did wrong. Let's see if I can make this happy now. Let's see if I can get this to cooperate. Ooh, I hope I didn't mess myself up too bad here. Let's see what happens. Try this again. Working! All right. Swan was wondering how I can remember all these out. Yeah, and so the way I work this is, as I mentioned, the guitar solos are improvisational, like 97 to 99% improvisational. On a lot of my songs, I will have a motif, and so I will write anywhere from a few notes to maybe 2 or 3 measures of a guitar solo. And that will it's kind of a jazz kind of a thing, where they will write a little motif and then they just kind of improvise on that idea throughout the course of the song. And so most of I would say most of my songs past probably my 20th album have some sort of a motif written in. In the earlier albums, it was all just pure improvisation, and that actually kind of gets boring after a while. So yeah, I really like the motif kind of thing. Now this particular album, this was a very important one as far as my production. This is where I felt that my production kind of hit to where I was finally happy. I would say album number 65 was the first album where I was genuinely happy with my production. My computer, I got 5 monitors. my system is completely absurd. Like I said, I don't mind going complex, but when you have 5 monitors, it can be really, really easy to lose track of where your mouse is at. Okay, I think I'm almost ready to go here. I think you lost my voice there for a moment. We should be back. Okay, I haven't done two albums in a show in quite some time, so it took me a moment to get the setup correct. But thank you for bearing with me through it. Hopefully this will work out. And this is actually a good test. I just changed some things around for how this particular album interacts with my computer, and we're going to find out if that worked right. So this is album number 65. Title is Incomprehensible Isolation, and the first song is also called Incomprehensible Isolation. Let's rock this thing. Apologies, like I said, it's been a while since I've done the switch over, and I didn't make all the right moves. We're super close. That was like so quiet I could barely hear it. It was probably the same volume for you guys. Okay, I think I got this now. Let's try it. Comprehensible Isolation. All right. Got some more followers. Oh, man. Kick. Thank you very much, Kick. Man, that website is rocking tonight. Got a couple new followers here. Monkey Toes and Killer Afterlife. We get a lot of great usernames over here tonight as well. That's awesome. Thank you very much for the follows, and thank you, no matter where you're coming in from, for my new followers and subscribers and tippers and viewers, lurkers, chatters, whatever it is you're doing. Thank you very much. I see I got Ray Salmon. Okay, I got to talk about Ray. My boy Ray is watching from Facebook. Thank you very much for coming in, Ray. Great to see you. So Ray was absolutely instrumental in the process, the final processing of this album. And a lot of the sound of this particular album is because of, it's really Jake and Ray. Jake, I used to be in a band, punk band with, and he's just an awesome dude. Ray also totally awesome. He and his wife Vivian are just the most adorable people in the freaking world. But I met with both of them to help with the way that this album sounded, to really finalize the production, and they both gave me just a whole bunch of great advice that really helped shape where this album was going to go sonically. And it was also very fun people to work with, so it was really cool to have them be a part of this whole process, and it was just great. Killer Afterlife says, rock on, mate. Love the metal of your setup as well. Thank you very much. Thank you very, very much. As I mentioned earlier, I've really worked for a long time on getting the multi-camera setup to work and getting the lights to work and everything. I also think that my guitar is just a touch out of tune. Yeah. Baby. All right, let's keep this thing going. This album is also very fun to listen to, and if you stick around to the end, it's a good treat. Final song is the only cover tune I've ever put on an album, and it's awesome. All right, let's keep this thing going. This next song is called A Silent Prophet. don't know if your ears are hearing. I'm not sure what the reference is to there. Killer Afterlife. Thrash Putin coming in from Twitch. Great to see you again. It has been a long time. Yeah, I was mentioning earlier, Sarah and I we were fixing up her dad's house to get it ready for sale, and took me out of streaming for about 5 months, so it's really nice being back. Great seeing you again. Thank you very much. Thrash Putin's one of my regulars over on the Twitch channel. He has rated me a bunch of times, and it's been totally awesome. So thanks for coming in, man. Great to see you. Hope you are doing well. So I definitely got a lot of new people in here watching tonight, and I really appreciate that. So I'm going to kind of tell a bit of a story with this song here. This is what I believe is my favorite song of all of my own music. I've released more than 600 songs, many of them very much in the vein of what you're hearing here tonight. And this one, when I wrote it, I just thought I wasn't going to care for it too much. I was like, it's just a filler song. And it ended up being my absolute favorite. It's also, I mentioned earlier, I got Ray watching over on Facebook, and he was very important in shaping the sound of his album. This was the song that made me know that I needed to do that. I was out for a run. I love running. And I was listening to this song, and there's this really nice string section in it, and interspersed with some brasses and some synths. And I just wasn't getting the clarity to hear this string section properly. I'm like, I gotta figure out what I'm doing wrong with my production. So that's why I spent so much time on this album. It was all production. And this song led me there. And I would listen to it over and over. And it's like, no, still not getting it. Oh, I think I got it. Oh, still not getting it. And so I listened to this song so many times while I was out running. And I realized that this song absolutely encapsulates what it feels like when I'm out on a run. And if a person were to ask me, Randy, why do you like running so much? I'd just be like, listen to A Fistful of Light, and that's it. It's an instrumental, but this is how it feels when I run. And there's a part of this song's about 11 minutes long, 11 and a half, something like that. There's a part about a minute and a half from the end where the feel completely changes, and you'll recognize. I come down, I use this kind of Mixolydian that you'll hear, and that part of the song, that is what it feels like when I'm out running through the desert, and it looks like I'm running through a freaking Bob Ross painting, and I just come over the top of a hill, and I crest that hill, and just freaking desert, just miles and miles, and it's stunning. That's what it's like. Yes. Killer Afterlight says, wicked, love this so much, makes me want to get my butt moving to make music and inspiring. Oh, thank you very much. If I'm inspiring people to make music, that's awesome. Keep going. I got to check the rest of your stuff out. You got a new fan in me. Hey, thank you very much for being a fan. Thank you very much for being here and enjoying the show. I'm so glad that there are people out there who get something out of my music. Thrash Putin says, this is amazing. Love hearing this story. Also, thank you very much. Really appreciate that. And as fun as the story is, for me, this song is much more fun. So if you're out there following along on your euphoniums and your piccolos and your harmonicas, this song is in C sharp minor with a couple of modulations over to A minor and back to C sharp minor. So try to keep up. Subtitled The Run, because of that story, this is A Fistful of Light. Thrash Pustin says, this is fantastic. This is also now your favorite. Oh, thank you. That's cool. That is very... Just the fact that there are people who enjoy my music is such an honor to me. It really is. And when people pick something out like, hey, this is my favorite song of yours, that's really cool. A lot of people have cited of my songs, their favorite is The Castle of the Crimson Knight off of my 55th album, The Patron Saint of Murderers. Another very fun album to play. It's just things. Just hearing anything like that is always just it's pretty amazing. It really is. So thank you for the compliments there. Killer Afterlife says, love it. For me, I see this song being in a movie where a guy runs across town trying to stop the girl of his dreams from. Oh, that's great. Because he loves her and doesn't want to lose her along the way. Seems like life is trying to stop him, but the love he has is stronger than that. That is quite a description, Killer Afterlife. That is quite a descriptor for a song. You should write stuff, because that was cool. That was really, really good, man. I totally dig that. Yeah, thank you. You may all now return from the edge of your seats. But don't get too comfortable, because you may recall right toward the end of the last stream, we had something awesome happen. But because we're doing 2 albums, ladies and gentlemen, we have arrived at the second G sharp minor portion of the show. I don't know if you guys might be religious out there, if you believe in gods or demons or devils or angels. But hey, you know what? The devil believes in you. Got the emojis coming up in the Kick Chat. Digging it. Again, I haven't said it for a little while. If you're new to the stream, if you're new to what we're doing here, I am the Mad Poet. You are an audience. We are the Mad Poet Society. Thank you very much for being here. No matter where you're coming in from Twitch, Trovo, D Live, YouTube, Facebook, the other Facebook, Nemo, Nono, Rumble, Vaughn, Picardo, Africa, Livespace, Kick. I already said that one. TheMadPoet.net. Wherever you're streaming in from, thank you very much for being here. Right now we're playing my 65th album. It's titled Incomprehensible Isolation. This next piece is called Almost Invisible. We got a road light going here. I gotta calling the lighting crew, which is me. This does not take long, fortunately. And there we are. It's just that easy. Thank you, lighting crew. Oh, I've had a few people comment that they actually think I've got like a crew here running lights and stuff. This is, in fact, all me. And if anything goes wrong, it's on me. And I've had a few. The biggest thing that ever went wrong was about 3 years ago. My smoke machine caught on fire. That was not fun. It was still smoking, so I mean, from that perspective. But you know, if you use any machine wrong enough, it's a smoke machine. So keep that in mind. Again, I'd like to thank everybody for tuning in. I've had a really kicking bunch of people watching tonight. This has been very fun. Coming up on song number 6 here of my 65th album. This is going out to my friend Clarissa. On every album I do, I dedicate a song to someone. This one is hers. This is called Something in My Eye. Got Tyrone Jefferson Davis coming in from Rumble. That is rare. Tyrone, I'm not sure if you're still watching. I don't know how long your comment has been up. I almost never get anybody on Rumble. This is a cool comment. Why does this remind me of the Police Academy Blue Oyster Bar? I think that's like a scene where there's like they go to a gay bar accident or something. So I don't know. Maybe he's saying that he thinks I'm totally gay. If that was a put down, you didn't do a very good job. If not, that's an awesome comment. So cool. Okay, Killer Afterlife coming in on Kick says, question for you. Any tips for anyone trying to start their music road? Yes, I am a music teacher, so I am filled with tips about this. About 5 years ago, 6 years ago, I read a few books by guitar teachers that were written in like the late 1800s, early 1900s, so more than 100 years old. And I really chuckled a lot reading them because music teachers more than 100 years ago were saying the exact same things that music teachers say now, which is make sure you get your technique right, learn your scales, slow down. So that's particularly for like guitar players and rock guitar players, very specifically. There's often a goal of wanting to play fast. Now, if you're watching me here tonight, clearly you see that I enjoy playing guitar fast. The key to doing things fast is doing them slow. Sarah and I have studied jiu-jitsu a little bit, and same kind of advice comes up. It's like, you're working on the Americana arm lock, so make sure you go in, practice. Don't just try to go straight to doing it. Practice it. Understand how your arm moves against their arm. And go in slowly so you know what it feels like to get to this position. Certainly in some places, you can only go so slow. If you're learning to skateboard, there's a thing called drop-in where you're on the edge of your pool or ramp and you have to just drop in. You can't do that slowly. But aside from things that require drop-in, work things slowly. And then with that, over time, allow yourself to become faster and smoother at playing. Because if you can't do it well slow, you can't do it well quickly. If something does not require drop-in. So that's a big piece right there. Don't be in a hurry to play quickly and allow yourself that time to build up the techniques that allow you to play whatever it is you're going to want to play. You're watching me. I'm a rock guy. You may be wanting to be a rock person as well. And maybe you want to play country music or R&B, or you want to play banjo in a bluegrass band, or I don't know. And I don't need to, because the same principles are going to apply everywhere. As I mentioned earlier, I've got this nice new keyboard. I'm learning to play piano, and it scales up and down, playing scales and learning the minor scales and the major scales, learning the triad shapes. Triads are essentially chords, and get those basic things in place, because that's where your understanding is. I've had a lot of people, as a music teacher, I've had so many cases where a person says, I really don't want to learn the scales. And to me, that's the same as a person coming to me and saying, Randy, I want you to teach me to write a novel, but I don't know my alphabet and I don't want to learn it. Well, it's going to make it really hard to write a novel. It really is. Because you got to have those letters to turn them into words, to turn into sentences and paragraphs and chapters and a story. So getting those basics in place is going to be massive. I have told students that if you want to learn at the fastest pace that I know of for you to learn, spend your first 3 months being completely bored for an hour a day, sitting and playing scales. And if you do that, I'd be able to show you whatever you want. Because 3 months of playing boring scales would put you in a position where your fingers are going to be able to manipulate the fretboard into whatever you want to do. Okay, more on the Blink-182 side of things. Blink-182, I've taught a few Blink-182 songs. They got some really cool material, absolutely. And that kind of stuff is totally doable. And the same exact thing is completely applicable here. And even like, so if you look at the band Slayer, who I like Slayer, I'm not a massive fan. I've never like gone out and seen them live, but I do enjoy their music. Kerry King, the lead guitar player for the band, has admitted publicly that he's never studied scales and stuff. But I would even tell a person, even if you want to play nothing but Slayer, learning your scales is still going to help you. And I will absolutely say that if Kerry King had studied his scales, Slayer would have been a better band. It's just the truth. I know the 4 chords at almost every hit. Yeah, and that's, your basic idea there is, you got the, like you can do like 3-chord rock, and then the battery goes out on your wireless system. At least not in the middle. Usually it goes out in the middle of a song, so I'm not paying enough. I was just looking at it. I'm like, oh, my batteries might be getting low. I'm actually not sure if this set is charged up. Let's see where this leads us. Looks like we might be good here. Cool. So yeah, and you can do a ton with that kind of music, just playing 3 or 4 chords, and that's awesome stuff. It's great. But when you can move beyond that and be able to make decisions about what you're doing, it's like when I'm improvising these guitar solos, it's all scales. I'm visualizing scales on the fretboard. So like this next song I'm going to play is called The Reluctant Hermit. And it's in F Phrygian. Now F Phrygian is the same key signature as B flat minor or D flat major. And experienced guitar players very often do not play in this key signature because there are no open strings available on the guitar. It's one of the most challenging keys to play in, but if you understand the scale structure and can visualize the B flat minor, F Phrygian, D flat major positions on your guitar, it's no harder than playing any other key. So that's my suggestion. Slow down, learn your scales, learn your chords. Also, technique. If you want, go to themadpoet.net, contact me through the contact page. I teach guitar. My first lesson is free. Take 1 lesson from me and let me teach you about proper guitar technique. If guitar is your game, if you're learning piano, then go to a piano teacher. And I will say 75% of technique is learning how to relax while you play. But let me show you the proper, even if you never take another lesson from me, take the 1 free lesson, let me show you how to hold the guitar properly, how to interact with it properly, and that will take you a very long way. So let's see what it's like to play in F Phrygian using no open strings on the guitar. This piece is called The Reluctant Hermit. Okay, what do we got coming up? Oh, we got, I'm going to slow it down here a little bit. And this is an interesting one. I had, before I put this album out, I was doing a stream, and a streamer on Twitch came into my stream, and I just happened to be telling a story about my saxophone. And her username is Sarah Jazz. And she's a horn player, and she's very good. And she saw the saxophone, and I set the saxophone, and she's like, oh, I was hoping to hear you play that. So I'll tell you what. On my next album, I'm going to do a song with saxophone. And that's this song. You may notice that I'm not going over and grabbing my saxophone from the corner. So I did this song, and I wrote the motif on the saxophone. I did a recording of it, did improvised saxophone solos, really liked the way it sounded, until I listened to it in the context of the album, and it just didn't fit. It was so far away from being even reasonable for the album. It's like, I would get to this song and just suddenly dislike the album. And I'm like, okay, let me just try it on guitar. And so I recorded it on guitar, and I was like, yep, that's what it takes. That's it. So what we're hearing here is actually the saxophone part played on a guitar. Nice slow piece. We've got 3 songs left tonight. It's the slowest one on the album. And this one, when it's done on guitar, I feel like it fits the album very, very well. Really enjoy this. It's called Unknown Acquaintances and Lonely Strangers. So before I get going on that, I just want to I've been knocking that first string out of tune tonight. There we go. All right, let's do this. Killer Afterlife on Kick is taking off. Says it's cool finding you and watching you, heading out. Have a good day, night. Keep rocking. Right back at you. Have a great day, evening, morning, afternoon, night, whatever it is, wherever you are. Do what you do and do it well. Thank you very much for stopping by. Looking forward to seeing you again in the future. And of course, again, wherever you're coming in from, thank you very much. I always appreciate people being a part of my show. We've got 2 more songs left tonight. This next one's called Waiting for Time.